is time. It is time to brew your best beer. The 2015 Sjporr Challenge is brought to you by the Grainbill Homebrew Supply, located in Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Brewers Exchange, operating in the U.S. and Canada. Finney's Homebrew Emporium, located in Bishopdale, Christchurch, New Zealand. And Omega Yeast, located in Chicago, Illinois.
Clements Homebrew coming at you with another beer review for the 2015 Sjporr Challenge. This is the US-Canada Finals. And today I'll be reviewing the 4C6-195-5E7. Let me tell you a little bit about this beer. It's a porter infused with local port wine, then aged in barrels from the same local winery. So that's a pretty unique sounding beer. They have, let's see, Maris Otter, white wheat, chocolate, black patent, and crystal 80 in it. And for hops, they've used Chinook and EKG. So let's get this one cracked open and give it a try. Got some nice smoke off there when I popped it open, still a little bit coming out. I warmed this up to about 50 degrees or just above. I figured that this type style probably does need a little bit of the that low 50s to mid 50s type temperature to bring things out. So beautiful. I mean, this is pitch black. The head is very low. It's going to fade to a ring quickly. That's fine. I don't know what the ABV is on this. So let's go ahead and get the nose. Oh wow, that's rich. I'm not a big port wine guy, but there's some that are good, and I've had ports with chocolate on them, which I like. This, you definitely get that port and the oak from the port casks. I mean, it's very clearly there. So a lot of this is going to be whether someone likes that style, but boy, it's as advertised. Yeah, you get the port, which brings out some dark fruit scent. So you get some date on there and you get some nice fig on there. You're getting a bit of chocolate and some roast on there. It's just a really beautiful aroma. I'm going to take another moment with this and I'll be back. I took a moment with this and the aromas are wonderful. I pulled out a little bit of a black cherry on there as well as some prune. It just is a wonderful scent. So we're going to dive in. Cheers. Wow, it's all there. It's a little bit watered down, but this is a porter. This is not a stout. So the mouthful is a bit thin, I think. It's on the, it's a medium mouthfeel, but it seems kind of on a light medium. But those flavors are all in there, which is wonderful. Even though they're light, you get all of those characters. One thing I want to show you is that as I swirl it, the head builds back. Leaves just a little bit of lacing and legs on there, which is just beautiful, very appealing. You definitely get the characteristics from the port wine, with a little bit of oak. You get those dark fruits coming through. I'm almost getting more of that cherry on here and like a plum a little bit. And then the roast character is coming through. The chocolate's really in the background, but it's there and it's supporting it, which is nice. And then you get that lovely roast. And as it settles down in your mouth, the roast kind of hangs in there. I wish it was a little stronger in taste, but it's just a very well balanced beer. I'm going to take some time with this, let it warm up, and we'll see where it takes us. All right, it's warmed up significantly, and I've taken a good amount of time. Again, I'm just so tickled with the appearance, how that the head builds up and leaves some legs and some lacing on the side of the glass. It's just a beautiful beer to look at. In terms of the taste, the black cherry quality really has pulled up. The roast is a nice subtle roast, but it carries through. You get a little bit of the chocolate character. You get some of that port and those other things. Unfortunately, I think that the malt bill needed to be larger in order to carry this beer through after adding some port wine and the barrel aging. Aging it in the barrel and with that port wine fortification really thins out the beer, and you needed to have a malt bill that was more towards like an imperial porter, so that by the time you go through the barrel aging process, the rest of it holds up, because it does thin out and gets a little watery. But the characteristics and everything are there. The concept of this beer is amazing, and if that malt bill was just a little bit bigger, this would just probably knock it out of the park. But as it is, it's a beautiful beer, a wonderful entry. Again, this one was the 4C6-195-5E7. Hats off to whoever made this one. What a wonderful beer, a great entry. So I will see you in the next 2015 Sjporr Challenge beer review for the US-Canada Finals. Cheers.